Hi everybody, this is Darryl Stewart at Darryl Stewart Wellness. I wanted to talk to you briefly about something that happened to me about over 3 years ago on Christmas Day when I was up in northern Canada. And it's about a 7 or 10 hour flight from Montreal, Quebec. And what happened when I was walking to my office, working in this small Inuit village, was that I felt this presence. I felt that there was something with me, around me, and I turned around and I said, "Is that you, Dad? Is that you that's there with me?" In my mind, around me, I felt that that was my dad, and I said to him, I said, I really miss you. I really love you. I care about you so much, and thank you for coming and being with me today, because Christmas Day has always been a very traumatic time in my life because he died when I was 7 years old on Christmas Day. So it really brought a lot of joy and happiness into my life to know that he was there in some way with me on this special day for me. And it just reminded me how important it is to keep those ties and those communications that we can have with the people that we love that have passed on. And I came up with this idea about an exercise that I work with my clients on a regular basis, and I wanted to share that with you. So the exercise that I do with a lot of my clients, especially that have lost loved ones, is to come up with a time of the day or a particular moment in the week that you can have visiting hours with the people that you love that have passed on. And one of the things that I did is that I have, I call it Heaven's Visiting Hours. I go to heaven and I have visiting hours there with my dad on every Sunday, so that I can have some time to discuss anything that's going on in my life. I can laugh with him, I can cry with him, I can tell him all the things that I needed to tell him when I was younger. I now have that opportunity to say to him, because I've opened up a time in my day, in my week, that I can show up with him and just be able to take that moment, because I really need his assistance, I really need his guidance, I really need his love in my life. And it has really helped me and my clients move through the healing process. So what I'd like you to do is to think about those particular people that you've lost in your life. Maybe it's a mom or dad, grandfather or grandmother, anyone else, friend, and just pick a time in the week that you can spend with them. Visiting hours for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and just pick where you used to spend those most enjoyable moments. Maybe it was at a lake, maybe it was in a car, maybe it was in a kitchen, on a sofa. Just pick a place that you spent a lot of time together, that you spent a lot of time caring about each other. A lot of love was there at those moments. And just take that moment in your day while you put both of your hands over your heart, with maybe you want to close your eyes and take a deep breath, and just go there in your mind and just start talking to them. Start laughing with them, start crying with them, start discussing all of the things that you've needed to discuss. Those particular moments that you thought you would never have again with them. Just taking that time at that moment with your hands over your heart and just breathing into all of that stuff that you needed to say, needed to tell them, needed to show them. And maybe you need to give them a big hug and tell them how much you love them and how much you miss them. Whatever is appropriate for you, just take those moments so that you can have that support and that love come back into your life. Because one of the things that I realized about having visiting hours in heaven with my dad is that I have that support now that I didn't think I had, because he died. So now I have that support in my life at any given moment, because those people that we've lost, that really we've cared about, and they've cared about us, are still important. So why not have those moments in your day, in your week, in your month, that you can go and talk to them. They're still there supporting us. They're still there loving us. We think about them. So why don't we just pull them back into our lives through visiting hours? And maybe visiting hours is the wrong word for you, but choose whatever word you want for your time with the people that you love. So that's my tip for the day, is bring back those people that you really love back into your life, and start talking to them again, and start feeling that love that was always there for you. Start bringing that back into your life, because having love and belonging and all of that support is so important for us to move ahead. So bring it back into your life. So this is Darryl Stewart at Darryl Stewart Wellness, wishing you a wonderful day, and have those visiting hours. They're so important.